Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
How you doing, Cali crowd? Little bit different today. Today, my girlfriend and I are on our way to Birmingham. For those of you who don't know anything about British geography, I live over here in Essex, and Birmingham is all the way halfway along the country, right over here. And the reason we're actually going to Birmingham is because that is where Anna's mum and sister live. So strap in, join us. Road trip.
Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Just pulled into a services, got about an hour and a half left of the journey. It is a long one. How are you feeling, Anna? Tired. Who are you more excited to see, your mum or your sister?
Can't say.
Alright, catch you when we're in Birmingham. So it's midnight. We've just arrived in Birmingham. I'm absolutely shattered, so I'm going to head straight to bed. See you guys in the morning. Hey guys, so it's the morning here, still in Birmingham, which means I'm not gonna have access to my garden gym. So I'll be heading to the actual gym later and show you guys what I've been working on towards my goal of being able to hold a back lever for 5 seconds. But I wanted to quickly talk to you guys about something first, something I like to call the aggregation of marginal gains. Over the last year, I've been working on various calisthenics goals that have taken a long time to achieve. By focusing on the basic movement patterns of pushing and pulling, I literally feel stronger, but that process is so slow and gradual that you only really see it once you zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The aggregation of marginal gains is basically a long-winded way of saying getting 1% better, working that little bit harder than last time, getting that little bit more quality rest than you did the night before, doing those little things to get you slightly better each day, and then one day being shocked at the progress that you've made over 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, even a decade. With the back lever, I've definitely been seeing this, but I'll show you that when I get to the gym later. For now though, I've got to get to work. It's 8:30 and I've got a whole load of conference calls this morning. I'll probably break up the day by heading to a cafe just before I head to the gym. So for now, montage. So I started today's session with assisted back lever holds. Just a week ago, I had to do these with the strongest band I had, and now I'm holding 15+ seconds with the lightest band. I'm starting to feel really strong in the back lever, and I have no doubt that a lot of this is down to the work that I've put in over the past starting to spill over. I paired these holds with dynamic intercostal stretches. When I initially started back lever training, I felt a slight twinge in my ribs, nothing major, but I occasionally throw these in to avoid any potential future discomfort. I followed this up with standard pull-ups. Today was a pull day, and is a pull workout even a pull workout without some form of pull-up? I also worked chin-ups. If I was in my garden, these would have been done on rings with a supinated grip to get better bicep activation, but you work with what you got. The back lever places a lot of strain on the biceps, so they need to be conditioned to deal with that. And I found chin-ups to be really effective at achieving this. Hanging knee raises were next on the menu. I don't know of a more beautifully simplistic and yet effective exercise, to be honest. You always feel like you've had a really good core workout when you've had some form of knee or leg raises. In my pull session today, my horizontal pulling came in the form of weighted body rows. These are deceptively difficult. Here I have 10 kilograms on my chest, and it's so hard to consistently pull your chest towards that bar. Remember, the back lever is still a horizontal pulling technique, so building strength in that movement pattern is important, even though the body row doesn't target the specificity of the back lever with things like the hands behind your back placement. I worked some reverse extensions too. I'm still using these to work the core in a way that adds some specificity to the back lever. The glutes, the hamstrings, the lower back, they're not usually faced with these sort of demands that often, and we know that familiarity with movement is efficiency in movement, which is crucial in calisthenics. And then finally, I finished the session with some handstands. Bit of a weird one to have in a pull session, but my thought process is that if I can nail the handstand when I'm tired after a long pull session, then I should be able to do it whenever I want. I would not recommend this strategy for somebody still learning the handstand, as quality practice is key. But if you're looking to improve on your handstand, then it's fun to play around with when you're tired, even if you do occasionally fall on your ass.
Guys, that's pretty much it from me today. I'm gonna head back to Anna's mum's house to have a much needed shower. The camera's not picking up the green vapors coming off me, but trust me, they are there. But just one quick one on the aggregation of marginal gains. This isn't just some random concept that I've come up with. This is something that was made quite popular from a cycling coach called, I think his name was David Brailsford. I'll throw a link down in the description below. But it's all about being really intentional with what your goals are, being really deliberate with your practice, getting slightly better every single time you do something, and then just being absolutely shocked by the overwhelming sum of those component parts when put together over a longer period of time. Let me know if you ever noticed this aggregation of marginal gains, things just what seems to be randomly coming together after you've been working hard at something over a long period of time. Let me know in the description down below. Until next week, peace.